it, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna sing my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do, that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel?
Yo, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, y'all? What's up? How's everybody doing? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Let's get to it. We got a lot to uncover here, a lot to go over. All right, I hope you guys are ready for this one because we're going to be having a good old time. You know what time it is? You know what time it is? Survivor Series 2023 will be one of the most remembered shows of all time. Randy Orton was gone for over 18 months, right? CM Punk was gone for almost 10 years. Seth Rollins going off on CM Punk at the end of the show. There's just so much to uncover from this Survivor Series War Games 2023. And before we get to the hottest topics, we're going to do a rundown. We're going to review it. We're going to talk about each moment in the night. All right, so let's get to the review. Survivor Series had 5 matches. The first match was the Women's War Games match. And in that match, we had Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Shotzi, and Becky Lynch. And they defeated Damage Control featuring Bayley, Asuka, Io Sky, and Kairi Sane. Dakota Kai was also ringside. All right. So the second match, we had Gunther defeating The Miz. The third match, we had Santos Escobar defeating Dragon Lee. The fourth match, we had Rhea Ripley defeating Zoe Stark. And the fifth and final match of the night, the main event, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and of course, the returning Randy Orton defeating the Judgment Days, Damian Priest, Finn Balor, Dirty Dom, and JD McDonough, along with Drew McIntyre. So let's circle back to the very beginning of the show. The first match kicked things off with a 33-minute encounter. It was spectacular. The women's came out and just showed up and showed out. They really let it all out on the line here. I thought they did fantastic. The spots with the trash can, the weapons, jumping off the top. There was a real sense of danger at times. And seeing Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair work together was just outstanding. So I was very well pleased with the match. You know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. We got, you know, I know Bianca and Shotzi and Flair, like they all had their issues with damage control through time, and then Becky was added later. So I felt like this match was kind of put together in the last couple of weeks. It wasn't like long-term building like the men's War Games match, but it was still very good. They were able to captivate and, again, ultimately get into these spots, whether it was jumping off, going to the top, and just all the weapons and chaos and madness that was taking place. We're not used to that in WWE, right? Like, I know other companies do that all the time, but in WWE, when they do it, it just feels that much more special, especially in this War Games environment. So I really like that the baby faces got the win here. Damage Control looks like they're in shambles anyways, with Bayley on her way out of the group. That's going to be pretty massive whenever they turn on Bayley, because she has been really annoying in Damage Control in a good way, right? In a good way. She makes it exciting. So let's see what happens with them going forward. I really like that they were able to kind of start the show in such high gear, because then that put us into the next encounter, which featured Gunther, the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion, versus one of the greatest Intercontinental Champions of all time, The Miz. That match was only 12 minutes, but it was hard-hitting 12 minutes of Gunther and Miz going at it. The Miz, man, you know, a lot of people give him shit, but he is not just a veteran. He hasn't just been around. He's actually so damn good on the mic, in the ring. His character, it just doesn't matter. He takes whatever you give him and turns it into something very enjoyable to see. He came close to winning. The Chicago crowd was on their feet. They were just booming all night, and this was no exception. Again, just 12 minutes, and they were able to tell, you know, a short story, and a worthy story at that, because everyone's there for the War Games. Everyone was there to see if Randy was going to come back, because they were also playing into the fact that Randy wasn't returning the calls, which led us to believe that CM Punk could be the one to replace Randy Orton. So I thought it was very cool that they had all these teases, and even had R-Truth return at the pay-per-view with the Ruffles ad. The Ruffles ad was hilarious. Otis, Alpha Academy back there eating chips, and you had, you know, Pretty Deadly show up and spill the chips, and R-Truth was there to pick it up. So I just really thoroughly enjoyed, you know, the way that the returns were set up and each encounter through the night overall. Then we had Santos Escobar versus Dragon Lee. This one was only 7 minutes, but remember, guys, this feud is literally to build up Santos Escobar, because he was phenomenal in NXT, and Legado del Fantasma was great for him at that point in time. But ever since he got called up, ever since they started doing the LWO stuff, ever since he got together with Rey Mysterio, it just wasn't really working out. You know, it wasn't all that great. It was going nowhere fast. They peaked very early on at Backlash when they got together and did the whole Bad Bunny stuff too. Like, it, you know, Carlito finally came back, and he was supposed to have his moment, and Santos, obviously they played into the Rey Mysterio injury. He got injured in real life. He needed surgery. So Santos was the one to injure Rey and cause that, and then Carlito was supposed to step in and speak up for Rey Mysterio, only for then Carlito to get whooped, and Santos taking him out, which is making him look vicious and deadly. And then Dragon Lee steps up because he wants to honor Rey Mysterio. And in just 7 minutes and 40 seconds, I felt like they did just enough to do a good job for Santos and to showcase the talents of Dragon Lee. He hasn't had a bad match in WWE, let's be honest. You could give Dragon Lee 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It doesn't matter how long you give this guy. He's showing up and showing out every single time. I am very fascinated by his run on the main roster so far, because even with the matches that he's had, they haven't had a whole lot of stories, but he's been able to put on some good stuff. So 7 minutes and 40 seconds was just right for that one, because then we got into the Rhea Ripley match, which we all knew Zoe Stark had like zero chance to win. Let's be honest. Let's be real. We just wanted to see Rhea dominate and kick ass. Zoe Stark is definitely one of the headliners in the women's division going forward. She is very, very talented, very, very good. And like Dragon Lee, it doesn't matter how much time you give her, she always does really well. And this was no exception. We got Rhea Ripley defeating Zoe Stark, as she rightfully should. And there's not really much else to take away from that match, because we were just waiting for the main event and for CM Punk and for Randy Orton if it was gonna happen, because they teased the whole Randy stuff and CM Punk might be the one to replace. That's what I thought watching at home, right? I was on the edge of my seat the whole time, hoping that we were gonna get CM Punk. So then that brings us to the main event, the main attraction, the men's War Games. Oh my God. Oh my God, guys, let me just tell you. If at any point in time through the show I was tired, exhausted, or whatever from the long day, the Thanksgiving Day weekend, this match put me on edge. I absolutely loved it. I loved how they had the double team moments. I love how it all played into the long-term story that they've been building towards. Jay, when he came out, the entrances were super dope. Drew McIntyre's rebuttal and back and forth wanting to get in on Jay. It was just super, super cool to see everyone have their moment in time to shine with some good action with the weapons, the tables, the finishers, the signatures, and it just beautiful, well executed from beginning to end. And I really love Triple H and what his team has been able to do with Survivor Series War Games. I'm not a big fan of the concept because they took away the singles elimination, building up to that suspenseful ending. It's just one pinfall and that's it once the match truly begins. But I like the countdown. I like that you're looking forward to people getting double teamed. You're looking forward to seeing, the way things have played out in the past couple of years where they've done Survivor Series strictly on storytelling. And I really thoroughly enjoy that element. So, again, kudos to Triple H and his team.
Yeah.
Welcome to the channel, Money Man. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So kudos to Triple H and his team for putting that together. Let's get to the part where Randy returns. Randy Orton looking thick, looking big, looking, oh my God, so jacked. This guy put on some muscle. What the hell is he on? 18 months away, and he just hasn't missed a step. In that Survivor Series match, the countdown began. All right, after all the spots, the countdown began. I was nervous. I literally sat up. I'm nervous. I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm watching. I wish I would have streamed. I wish you guys would have seen my reaction, but I was there nervous, and I was just like, man, what are they going to do with the countdown? How are they going to go about this? Are we really going to see CM Punk return here in place of Randy Orton? Is Randy Orton just a swerve? They had R-Truth return earlier in the night. What is WWE thinking here? I was so nervous. And when the countdown ended and we saw Rhea Ripley rushing out with the Money in the Bank, bro, I was like, what is going on? Is he really cashing in? Damian Priest is cashing in. I was screaming over to Erica, Damian Priest is cashing in. And I was mind blown that he was going to cash in within the match. She's coming out with the briefcase. She's handing it over to the referee. The referee's looking like, are you ready? Oh, they do the little encounter. And right then and there, bro, my jaw dropped how they were able to still surprise us with a beautiful moment for Randy Orton. Randy Orton got his time to shine. I hear voices kicked in, and it just set the vibe up. Oh my God, I was just going nuts at that point. The blood flow was flowing, man. We were just booming, man. It was such a good night. and the crowd made it that much better. That Chicago crowd, they didn't let up all night, man. They had so much energy, and you felt it through the screen. So Randy Orton having his entrance in the middle of the match, everyone in the ring looking over shocked. He slams the gate in, and that's how we truly start an epic War Games, man. Oh my God. So then they go at it, and they're doing all their crazy shit. You know, obviously I can't pinpoint every single moment afterwards, but how about that JD McDonough jump off the top? Oh my God, JD getting RKO'd from the top, and I love that everyone was down. They had done their signatures. Everyone was down, and he was trying to escape. He didn't care to get disqualified at that point, right? He didn't care to get disqualified at that point. He was ready to roll, and I couldn't believe my eyes. I couldn't believe that this is where the match was headed. I was like, is he really going to escape? This is crazy. But no, he didn't escape, because he got followed up. He got followed up on, right? Seth Rollins and Sami Zayn made their way to the top, and my goodness, that was just glorious to see JD finally get a piece of his own, just what the doctor ordered, right? A taste of his own medicine, the double team. And they end up launching JD towards Randy. And again, Randy in his purest form as ever. The RKO of a freaking lifetime at Survivor Series. I will never forget that moment. He just got boom and eased into the ground. And Dom's so over. Yes. I didn't even mention Dominic Mysterio, but Dominic Mysterio, when he went in, the boos were through the roof. The crowd just, again, playing into every single moment. And it just so freaking crazy to see. How about the DDTs? The DDTs, which I got it right here on the screen. Look at it right here on the screen. I put it real small in the corner, but look at that. How about the DDTs when everyone got together and did vintage Randy Orton? Oh, man, that was another beautiful moment for me. All right, guys. That Survivor Series was definitely well worth watching, even without a returning Punk. So then everyone does their signature and the splashes and the smashes, and we got through all that. We get the pinfall 1, 2, 3. Team Cody Rhodes, man. I love how Randy said, nah, it's your turn, my guy. He gives him Damian Priest, and Cody Rhodes does the crossroads. And shit, what a beautiful written ending, chef's kiss. Randy handing over Damian Priest after all of them got bamboozled. That was just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Cody Rhodes deserved that moment for sure. And for Randy to be the guy to just be like, hey, man, this is your squad, my dude. Take us to the finish line. Amazing. So till this point, I felt very satisfied. I was like, I shrugged it off. I typed it in the Discord. I was on Discord all night. I was going crazy. I was like, look, copyrights, logos up. They're celebrating. That's it. You know, we didn't get CM Punk, and it's okay. I said it. CM Punk will more than likely return, even if it's at the Royal Rumble. It doesn't always have to be at Survivor Series just because it's in Chicago. CM Punk could definitely return at the Royal Rumble or next year on the road to WrestleMania, because CM Punk is a big draw and is going to bring in that money. So that's where my mind was at that point in time. I was just like, great show, good ending. Nah, man. Triple H said that's not enough. Triple H said, nah, it just isn't enough. That's just not the way we're going to end the show. That's not the way we're going to end the show. And after the logos kicked in, copyrights, they're all celebrating. I'm like, this is over. You hear, all right, I don't know how to do it all that good, but you hear the theme song, the copyright logo with the troll, and there he is. There he was. A moment in time we will never truly forget, man. If you watched wrestling when WWE was in the PG era and you watched WWE, you watched wrestling at that point in time, CM Punk the Straight Edge Society, Mr. Straight Edge himself, you know, the voice of the voiceless. This guy was just so amazing in WWE, whether it was the long hair tag teaming CM Punk with Kofi Kingston, the ECW champion CM Punk, or the one that went to Money in the Bank and took the title from Cena and ran with it, or hell, the one that did the pipe bomb. It doesn't matter which CM Punk you choose from his run in WWE. I loved every single one of them. And there is when time completely froze. All this guy had to do was show up and sit down on the ground, and the world changed forever. Forever. That's just the wrestling world, for those that care, changed forever. Hell froze over. That's what Triple H tweeted. Hell froze over. Triple H and CM Punk side by side, working together once again. That is just crazy. How do you top that? How do you top that? How do you top that, please? It's just crazy to think that after all these years, this was, guys, keep in mind that Survivor Series was always set to be in Chicago. This had nothing to do with CM Punk getting fired. This had nothing to do with, and it all played so well. The wrestling gods put this story together. It wrote itself. This story legit wrote itself. And Seth Rollins' reaction to CM Punk's return, oh my God, that set the world on fire. And we're going to cover that in a separate segment, in a separate video. But Chef's Kiss Survivor Series was just outstanding. The great talent that's in WWE right now was showcased across both War Games matches. We had some good, fresh, quick matches in between. We all know all we wanted to see was the War Games, and they didn't waste our time. It was very well put together. The flow of the show overall was definitely must-see TV. One of the better pay-per-views WWE has produced this year. Triple H and his team did it again. Bro, kudos. Kudos to everyone that put this show together and got it done. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Absolutely well executed. So that is my full review, my thoughts on Survivor Series War Games. I am eager to see what you guys have to say. I am eager to read your comments and obviously reply in due time. I hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts on it. I obviously feel like a cheerleader here because I just had too much fun watching it. I wish I would have recorded it. My reaction. I was legit in tears. I was shaken. It was just a moment that, wow, really moved me. As long as I've been watching wrestling, to still get surprised, to still enjoy it the way we did, beautiful, 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 beautiful. So hit me up in the comments. I want to read everything y'all have to say, and don't forget to drop a like for your boy Lexxeru. Let's go. Beautiful, beautiful show. So now let's see you guys in the live chat go off, man. I want to see what you guys in the live chat got to say about this. Obviously, I was going down the bullet points. I was going down the script. I had to review it. I had to record it. I'm uploading it. I want to see how you guys feel. What do you guys have for me? Let's read the comments. Big Raw news tonight. CM Punk will be on Raw. Yes, sir. Imagine CM Punk wins the world title. That would be crazy. What up, Koval? Let's go down the lane, man. Let's go down the lane and give everyone a shout out that has been here since the beginning of the stream. I've seen the comments. I've read the comments. I just haven't responded to you guys all in due time. But here we go. We got MGM, Terrence, Omar. We got King Carter, Woke, Eric, Steven, Justin, VJ, MGM, Steven again, Harlem. All right, guys. Grant is in here as well. Man, thank you guys for tuning in. I truly appreciate you guys for being here. What up, Jared? Chase is here. Evan is here. I hope you guys, Christian is here. I hope you guys had a fantastic Thanksgiving. I hope you guys got to munch out. I hope you had a good time with your family and you got to eat some good food. Man, what a great wrestling weekend. What a great time to be a fan. I did say your name, Carter. You didn't hear me? What up, John? What up, Brian? Look into my eyes, what do you see? Is it called a personality? Now, another thing we're going to be doing in this stream outside of the live review, just so you guys know, we're going to be talking more about CM Punk. We're going to be talking more about Randy Orton. We are going to talk about Seth Rollins. We're going to cover everything. And I'm going to give you guys pure logic here. There's a lot of things I've read online that it makes me laugh. Oh, you didn't hear me because your brother was telling you about his day in school? Gotcha. No worries. There's a lot of people spreading baloney online, and I feel like you need to read between the lines. You need to read between the lines, and you need to put your own 2 cents, and you need to get a good feel for what the hell is going on. So CM Punk returns home. Seth Rollins is livid. Randy Orton is back. And then we got the Raw preview. So that's the title of the stream. CM Punk returns home. Seth Rollins is livid. Randy Orton is back. And the Raw preview for tonight. Guys, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Don't miss out on another stream or video. We play all sorts of wrestling on here. The video games I'm talking about. And we also do live watch parties and reviews. Don't miss out on another stream. And we need more than just 12 likes, man. We're 8 likes away from 20. Get us to 30 likes. Let's match the viewers with the likes, man. Let's get up to 30. It helps the stream. It helps the channel. Man, just excited for tonight's Raw. Drew walked out. That's another storyline we're going to be covering here shortly. Seth and Drew thing is a work clearly for sure. Yeah, AEW fans been watering it down. Oh, we're going to talk about all that, Carter. You already know we're going to talk. We have to talk about all that, bro. We have to. There's just no way around it because at the end of the day, the truth hurts. The truth hurts, my guy. And, you know, take everything you read from an AEW fanboy that hates WWE with a grain of salt. And vice versa. Take all the WWE fanboys that hate AEW's point of view with a grain of salt. CM Punk and Randy Orton returned. I can't believe that everyone online is spreading all this fake shit. So much fake news all around town. So much baloney. So much baloney to the point where I just don't get it. Where is this logic coming from? You guys are like, Lex, what the hell are you talking about? Talking about CM Punk had nowhere to go. CM Punk had nothing to do. CM Punk was forced back to WWE. Like, all this nonsense. What up, Cactus? Good evening. Good evening. How's everyone doing? It's Drew McIntyre rumors has been going around. Baloney, 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 baloney. Nah, no worries, no worries, no worries. You're good, you're good. All right, so we uploaded the Survivor Series review. We just uploaded that for anyone that missed the opening segment. All right, so let's get into our next sequence. Let me set it up here on the screen. Let's set it up here on the screen. Let's talk about CM Punk because, you know, come on, everybody wants to talk about CM Punk. Who doesn't want to talk about CM Punk right now? So let's set it up. Let's mess around and swap the pictures around here. Just give me 1 second, guys, while I'm doing this. I'm here all doing this all by myself. All right. All right, there we go. That's pretty good. That's pretty good if you ask me. It's clobbering time! Thank you, Steven. I appreciate you, man. 2023 has been a success. 2024 going to be even better. Oh, man, it's been good. It's been a wild ride for sure. So let me see what you guys are saying before we get into this next part of the video. Let me move the chat over here to this side where I can read it better. We are going to talk about Drew McIntyre after the CM Punk stuff, okay? Because I just want to get to the CM Punk stuff now because we're going to be talking about CM Punk a lot during this stream. So let's talk about him a little bit now, then Drew McIntyre, then Randy Orton, then back to CM Punk and things like that. So I just want to get through it all. Do you think Punk poops all over AEW on the mic? No. No, that's not the WWE way. I don't think he's going to poop all over AEW on the mic tonight. All right, so let's get through it, man. Let's get through it. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? If you've been living under a rock, well, I'm sorry. I'm going to update you right here, right now. CM Punk is back in WWE. He returned at Survivor Series War Games at the very end. And let me just set this picture up for you. The match ends. Great show. Everyone wanted CM Punk. At that point, he hadn't showed up just yet. The credits are rolling. Michael Cole says, all right, we got the press conference coming up. And that's it. It's pretty much done. But no. Triple H with the ultimate swerve of a lifetime. CM Punk's theme song hits, and he is back like he never left. The crowd went nuts. I went nuts. I was shaking. I was teary-eyed. I was texting. I was jumping. It was crazy. What a moment. What a time to be alive. What a beautiful return by CM Punk and everyone who helped make this possible. So here's the deal. We're going to talk about a couple things before reaching the Seth Rollins stuff. I want to talk about Triple H. Give him all the credit in the world. Triple H at the press conference said, prior to this past week, believe it or not, prior to this past week, all the speculation, all the comments, everything you read online, everything people were saying was just untrue. At that point, CM Punk hadn't talked to WWE, and WWE hadn't really talked to CM Punk seriously about him returning at Survivor Series. He said that everything came together the week of Survivor Series, last minute. And I also read online by multiple reports confirming that no one in WWE, including TKO, The owner, TKO is the name of UFC and WWE combined, but Endeavor, the owner of WWE, right? The main owners of WWE were unaware of everything that was going down. The people that were in charge of this return were Triple H and Nick Khan, the president of WWE. Triple H also went ahead and said that at the end of the day, the people in charge of WWE were them and them only. Endeavor's allowing them to run the show however they see fit, and they are trusting them because they're doing good, guys. As long as business is booming, obviously they're going to allow this team to continue to keep it going. And Triple H was very honest about that. He said, hey, we're running the show. They're giving us all the freedom in the world. CM Punk and Triple H reportedly had about a 1-hour conversation on the phone. That's all it took. Triple H was on the phone with CM Punk for about 1 hour. Now, keep in mind, let's circle back to about a few months ago, within the last year. CM Punk actually attended a Monday Night Raw in Chicago, and he pretty much made amends with a lot of people backstage. He had talked to The Miz from what we read online. He had talked to a few others from what we read online, and he apologized. He really apologized for whatever they felt towards him, and he tried being the bigger man and shaking hands and admitting he really stood his ground. But then he was kicked out. Vince McMahon didn't want him in the building, and that's how that ended. And plus, he was also under contract with AEW at that time. So fast forward to, the AEW show in London. He has another battle with Jack Perry. We all know about that. We shouldn't really get too deep in that. We're talking about his return in WWE, not all that other stuff. But that did play a part. He got into it with Jack Perry. He got into it with Tony Khan. And Tony Khan ended up firing his ass, stripping him away from his guaranteed money, and moving on without CM Punk. At that point in time, CM Punk wasn't set to return to WWE. It wasn't a given. Everyone's like, oh, I predicted he was coming back to WWE. Oh, I said this. No one knew whether he was going to actually come back or not. Even wrestlers and people that report within the business were as confused as everyone and anyone else. They just didn't know because of how bad CM Punk bashed WWE. All right? So the fact that Triple H and CM Punk had a healthy conversation leading into Survivor Series and they were able to put this together, it's just outstanding. And then let's fast forward to the day of Survivor Series. CM Punk didn't show up to the event till the very last minute. All right? It is being reported that the wrestlers involved knew that CM Punk would show up right before they went into their match. They were told, supposedly. That's what I read. I don't know how true that is, but I do think this other piece of information is true. Triple H took everyone out of production, everyone that did not know what the hell was going on, and Triple H himself directed the entire ending of the show. He produced the copyright logos coming up, and he's the one that called the shots and had CM Punk come through a private entrance that was cleared from everyone and anyone to be there, and no one saw him. No one saw him arrive. No one had a clue. And that kind of effort just to keep it a secret is beautiful to see. It's beautiful to see that they're trying to keep this magic going. I applaud Triple H. I applaud WWE for putting in this much effort to ultimately, keep this a surprise and a genuine moment for us fans to truly enjoy thoroughly. So now we know how this all came about, more or less. Okay, we're gonna get into the Seth Rollins in a separate segment, and believe me, I am gonna cover that story too. But just to mention right here, right now, I truly believe it's going to be Seth Rollins at CM Punk at WrestleMania, or just in the near future. This match writes itself. And you know what's funny? That it happened off camera, but you think that you think Seth Rollins, if he wanted to beat up CM Punk, you think he would want to do it live right at the end of a pay-per-view? You think he would go ahead and jeopardize everything and not wait to go backstage to actually get to him? You think Seth Rollins would try to approach CM Punk when there's an army of producers and wrestlers and announcers and all the people that were around? Do you really think that he was going to charge at CM Punk and get somewhere with a loaded crowd in Chicago? Come on, man. Be better than that. This is going to be amazing. I love the intensity. I love where they're going with it. But, guys, CM Punk is a made man. CM Punk did not need to come to WWE. That's what I want to talk about here. Because a lot of people that are hating on CM Punk's return to WWE are saying he had nowhere else to go. I'm sure he had offers from TNA. I'm sure he could have gone to New Japan. I'm sure he could have created his own company if he really wanted to. That's how big CM Punk is. CM Punk is a massive draw. CM Punk could literally go anywhere and flip the switch at any given time. CM Punk could have stayed within the Hollywood, producer role that he's been doing. He's done a lot of indie films. He's done comic books. The guy doesn't need money. This is not a money thing. Clearly, CM Punk feels that he has something left to say in terms of his character, in terms of what he wants to give the wrestling fans and solidify his legacy. This is the final run that he wanted in AEW that just didn't work out. Now, what happened in AEW? What went wrong? Just about everything that could have gone wrong in AEW went wrong. They were unprofessional. He had issues with people backstage. He didn't like the way the show was ran. He didn't like the way people talked crap about him, and then he tried standing up for himself. There was a lot of issues that happened backstage that we'll never truly know all the facts, but we do know one thing. CM Punk just didn't get along with many of the people backstage, and it all started with his issues with Colt Cabana and the way that Tony Khan played into the favoritism, right? Because CM Punk pretty much put AEW on the map in many ways. He wasn't the only one, but he was a major part as to how they got Rampage and Collision, because Warner Brothers Discovery wanted CM Punk to be the leader in all those shows, so they got extra time slots thanks to him. And that's what I'm referring to, because obviously the people that created AEW were the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Tony Khan, Cody Rhodes, and a few others that were instrumental to this. It wasn't just CM Punk. CM Punk came in while the show was already running, and maybe that's why a lot of people felt like they got rubbed the wrong way. But let's face it, CM Punk became a system guy. He became a sports entertainer. As much as he didn't want to admit it, as much as he wanted to feel like he was that indie guy, like he was still that Ring of Honor guy, let's face it, CM Punk just outgrew the indies. CM Punk outgrew that mentality. CM Punk became his own worst enemy because he became another franchise. He became another John Cena. He was that damn big and still is that damn big. So when you have someone who is as big as CM Punk is walking around backstage and not really getting the respect he deserves, let's be honest, a lot of people backstage that stood up and talked shit to CM Punk and had an issue with CM Punk and had issues with whatever the hell wouldn't do half of the things they did to CM Punk to The Rock or Brock Lesnar or any of those other guys or The Undertaker. There's so many people and legends that I could bring up that wouldn't get treated the way CM Punk was treated. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to pick a side here. AEW had no choice but to fire CM Punk because ultimately they had nowhere else to go. There was just too much drama, too much garbage going on, and it just didn't work out. But here's the thing. The reason why I'm mentioning all of this is because this is exactly what led to his return to WWE. Remember, CM Punk said that he would never step foot inside another WWE ring, and he said he died and that his wrestling aspirations ended and the love for the business ended and he didn't like it anymore. And he said he was all done for. What changed? What made him return at Survivor Series? He's hungry again. He wants it that bad. Vince McMahon is no longer in charge. There's a new sheriff in town. CM Punk is not dumb. He sees what WWE is doing. He sees the way people are reacting. He sees it all. If you could see it for yourself, then someone in the business like CM Punk, who actually has friends in the business, can definitely see it for himself. WWE is the place to be right now. They are as hot as they've ever been. They are loaded. There's a lot of competition. There's a lot of main stars there. There's a lot of work. Okay? CM Punk came back to WWE because at the end of the day, he realized while at AEW, that AEW just wasn't what he thought it would be. That's just the way it is. He thought that he was bigger than the WWE system. He thought he could do it in another company. And only to realize that Tony Khan wasn't what he thought he was, because he fired him like a coward. And the people that are working there aren't who he thought they were. And it didn't work for him. That's fine. CM Punk doesn't have to show up in WWE and bury AEW. He still got paid. He still made history. And that promo that he cut on MJF, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. You're going to go over there and headline an extravagant 4-day event or whatever, a 4-day special, and then come back and I'll still be here. Yeah, the roles changed. Everyone that's hating on the fact that he joined WWE keeps bringing it up. CM Punk was wrong. And he's only human. And that promo had a lot of weight to it. But now the roles are reversed. It wasn't greener on the other side. CM Punk thought after so many years that he could come back and wrestle in a company like AEW and that it would be a pleasant experience. And I'm sure it was pleasant for a while until it wasn't anymore. The fairy tale honeymoon phase ended and business wasn't just business. It became personal, it became unmanageable, and it became flat out annoying. He said it at the media scrum at AEW. I'm too old for this crap. I'm working with a bunch of babies. Like, he wanted the WWE treatment. He wanted that Legends treatment. He's gonna get it now in WWE. Yeah, a couple of feathers might have gotten ruffled. A lot of people are saying, oh yeah, Seth Rollins is... We're going to get into Seth Rollins here shortly. Hit me up in the comment section. Are you excited to see CM Punk back? We got more to unravel from CM Punk's return. We got more to talk about. We're going to be celebrating CM Punk's return to WWE this entire week. So I'm going to continue to upload videos on him. And I'm going to play the video games that we have, like WWE 13, where CM Punk graced the cover. The best in the world. We're going to be playing this live on stream as well this week. So the CM Punk madness continues. We got Monday Night Raw coming up where he's going to be in Tennessee. I can't wait to keep talking about this. I am as excited as I've ever been. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. CM Punk is back, baby. So let me read the comments. Wouldn't be against him versus Rollins at Mania. He deserves a main event match with Rollins. I would 100% expect him to be on Raw because I think WWE will want to keep him and AJ separate because of their history. I don't think they're thinking about all that crazy stuff right now. So let me set up the next segment here, guys. Keep bringing in the comments. Any new viewers, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Join the Lexoverse. Join the Lexoverse. You won't want to miss out. We got an awesome community here. Lots of wrestling. Lots of fans. And we're going to get into all of it. We're going to get into all of it. So, let's talk about the man of the hour. Seth freaking Rollins. Ladies and gentlemen, the internet has gone haywire. They have gone bananas. CM Punk is back in WWE. Are you kidding me? Did we ever see this coming? No, we didn't. Lex, yeah, I did. I saw CM Punk coming back. Stop it. You're a liar. He was in AEW. It seemed like he was extremely happy, and he always said he would never, ever come back. What changed? What changed? We'll talk about that more on the channel. Right now, we're going to focus on this guy, Seth freaking Rollins. Do you really think, if you are Seth Rollins, do you really think, as smart as he is, right? Think like if you were Seth Rollins. Do you really think you're going to reach CM Punk, who just randomly showed up? Do you really think that while you're in the middle of the ring surrounded by cameramen, producers, referees, announcers, other wrestlers in that multi-man match, do you really think that they were going to allow you to charge at CM Punk and beat him up live in Chicago? Do you really believe that if you're Seth Rollins? The answer is no. The answer is no. I'll tell you what is going on here. I'm not here to debunk that it's fake. I'm not here to say that Seth Rollins likes CM Punk all of a sudden. Seth Rollins obviously has issues with CM Punk. Seth Rollins obviously has a problem with Phil Brooks. But Seth Rollins is a businessman first. Seth Rollins knows better. Seth Rollins has worked in the past with people he hasn't liked. Matt Riddle, for one. Seth Rollins wants to main event pay-per-views and shows and show his worth. Seth Rollins wants to be the workhorse of WWE. Seth Rollins is that guy for a reason. Do you really think just because he did this interview promoting WWE 2K23 and at that point in time CM Punk Phil Brooks was signed on to AEW, do you really think that what he said here is going to stop him from working with CM Punk? Do you really think that he is going to go kick his ass backstage when he can make a fortune, further his career, main event shows, and have one of the most prominent storylines in this decade? Really? Be smarter. Work smarter, not harder. CM Punk is a businessman first. He said it before when he was talking about Matt Riddle. He believes in second chances. He believes in working together for the greater good. Seth Rollins is a team player. Do I think Seth Rollins is going to be willing to give the title to CM Punk or bend over backwards and lose to CM Punk, especially the way he did to Cody 3 times in a row? No, I don't think that's going to happen. But that's why Damian Priest is the Money in the Bank holder. All right? So that's another conversation for later. But CM Punk returning is not a problem for Seth Rollins. CM Punk returning is a solution for Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins has been dying to main event WrestleMania. He could main event night 1 1,000% with this feud. At the end of the day, Seth freaking Rollins is going to do what's best for Seth freaking Rollins and what's best for business. And right now, look at the landscape of WWE. Do you really think Seth Rollins versus Jey Uso is the money match to create? Do you really think that's the match that everyone wants to see when CM Punk just arrived on the scene? A lot of people want to see Jey Uso versus Gunther. I'm one of them. But Seth Rollins versus CM Punk is a massive, massive main event. Because Seth Rollins, in a lot of ways, is the CM Punk of this era. In a lot of ways, Seth Rollins and CM Punk are like-minded characters in the WWE world. The John Cena era, it didn't matter that CM Punk was champion. He was still not the main event because John Cena was the poster boy. Seth Rollins, doesn't matter if he's champion. Roman Reigns is the poster boy. You see what I'm saying there? There's a lot of parallels when it comes to Seth Rollins and CM Punk. As much as Seth Rollins may not care for the guy, they are gonna work together. Seth Rollins' temper tantrum is one of the most talked about things going on in the world right now. Everyone, even non-wrestling fans that know about CM Punk, are wondering, is this real? What's going on? Monday Night Raw is gonna have a 1-hour commercial-free start because guess who's coming out? CM Punk! Come on, man. Come on. It doesn't matter if it's real or a fake. What matters is that we, the fans, get to see a great show, and we're gonna get it because these guys are willing to do it. You think CM Punk would have signed with WWE and he wanted to come back to WWE if he wasn't willing to work with Seth Rollins, if he wasn't willing to work and squash the beef with some of the people backstage? This is a calculated move. This is very, very well calculated. WWE knows. They know that Seth Rollins said what he said during this promotional video. They know. You know why they know? Because they have a team that is fully aware of everything. Guys, WWE on Fox tweeted out that same picture that I just showed you guys on Twitter. That picture of Seth Rollins' interview talking shit about CM Punk was tweeted by an official WWE account. They are aware. Triple H and his team, including Seth Rollins, created one of the most memorable moments in history. And guess what? They didn't even use their own cameras. They didn't even post it on their own social media. Guess who posted it? Guess who posted it, guys? The WWE Universe. We did. We're the ones that created this storyline. We're the ones that spread it like wildfire. Do you guys not remember Saturday night? The feeling how we felt when CM Punk returned? You remember. You were going crazy. You were looking up all over social media, whether you're in our Discord community or you're on Twitter or Instagram or TikTok. You were looking for videos. You were scrolling on your phone. And the more videos you saw, the more you wanted. I was one of those people. I did it too. The fans. WWE didn't give CM Punk a microphone at Survivor Series because they were going to have him wait till Monday Night Raw and have the fans promote it. The fans are the ones that recorded Seth Rollins' reaction. The fans are the ones that posted it, reshared it, retweeted. They're not. No one's getting copywritten. No one's getting copywritten because WWE wanted us to further the story. This is real storytelling in 2023. We got played like a fiddle. They are playing us in, and I love it. I want to play the game. I'm ready, bro. Seth Rollins, gotta give that man an Oscar. If you don't know what an Oscar is, it's an award that they give to actors in the movie industry. The way they booked Seth Rollins' return was amazing. I mean, not Seth Rollins. CM Punk's return with Seth Rollins being there in the ring, amazing. That's what I meant to say. Because CM Punk came out, he looked serious, he smiled, he waved at Randy Orton, and what was Seth Rollins doing? You want to know when I found out that was all staged? You want to know when I found out that it was all baloney? I'm not going to show the video because I'm not trying to get copywritten. That's why I only got these little pictures here. as a collage, but I don't have any videos playing. The moment I realized that this was all a story was when CM Punk's song hit and someone in the crowd recorded Seth Rollins in the ring charging at the referee, going like this and pointing towards CM Punk and talking shit, dropping the title. What does the referee have to do in all of this? What is charging at the referee? The match is over. You know, the referee's like the composer and the director of the match, right? He's the one that's kind of guiding the timeline of the match. He's helping produce the match. Why would Seth Rollins go up to a referee? He's not really a WWE official. It's not like he works backstage, helping with creative to flesh out the match, right? With the stars involved. But what could Seth Rollins have possibly said? Yeah, the referee's basically the floor manager or the stage manager, a manager. Yeah, exactly. So what resolution was he looking for by charging at the referee? You get what I'm saying? What, all this temper tantrum, going crazy, dropping the title, and then he goes outside the ring. And when he went outside the ring, by then Michael Cole was already there next to him. Corey Graves was there already next to him. Cody Rhodes was there behind him. They were holding the belt for him. Do you really think Michael Cole works out and he is in solid shape and he's been around the business and been around these gigantic wrestlers all his life for the most part? So I'm not discrediting Michael Cole, but do you really think Michael Cole, out of all people, can hold Seth Rollins back? Seth Rollins, really? A guy in his prime, a mixed martial arts enthusiast, a CrossFit trainer. Do you really think that Michael Cole, out of all people, would have held him back? Come on. And let's say, for argument's sake, that there is a sense of reality to what's going on and it's legit. I'm not doubting that. Hey, I'm not doubting that for 1 second. I'm not saying that Seth Rollins is best friends with CM Punk. I'm not saying that Seth Rollins is going backstage and saying, "What's up, my man? Let's go grab a drink. Let's go out and have dinner." No. That's not what I'm saying at all. Let me just give you guys another fun fact here. Dwayne Johnson, all right, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has been on record alongside Stone Cold Steve Austin. They have both been on record, and you know what they both have said about each other? That when they feuded and they worked together, they respected each other, but they didn't like each other. They weren't the best of friends. They didn't share beers. They didn't go drive together anywhere. None of that shit. They worked really, really well together, though. Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, one of the greatest rivalries of all time. They hated each other. And just like those guys, the list goes on and on. Usually, when there's enough respect and loyalty for what they're trying to create, that is just enough. Exactly. The Rock and John Cena weren't friends. They didn't even really, they respected each other a little bit, but John Cena admitted that he went about it the wrong way. And he has apologized to The Rock. Still till this day, John Cena has admitted it to the fans, to The Rock, to the interviewers, to every single person that he talks to about The Rock. He admits that he was wrong. They're building a story exactly for business purposes, and I love it. So do I think Seth Rollins is thrilled that CM Punk is back in WWE? No. I don't think Seth Rollins is the happiest camper right now. I don't think that he's going to go throw a party for CM Punk. I don't think he's taking the Cody Rhodes approach. Cody Rhodes, in the interview backstage, he said, "Hey, the more the merrier. If you could help us get to where we want to get to, the more the merrier. Welcome on board." I don't think Seth Rollins is like the welcome on board type right now. Exactly. Charlotte and Becky, who used to be best friends, and then they hated each other, and they ended up working together, and they hugged it out, and that's genuine, bro. Because when you respect each other, respect goes a long way. Respect goes a long way, especially when you're looking eye to eye, man to man, woman to woman. It goes a long way in this business and in every business for the most part. You know, when you're able to sit down and have a conversation and build towards something for the greater good, that goes a long way. And I think that that's what we're going to get here. We're going to get one of the greatest storylines, bro. We're going to get one of the greatest storylines in modern day wrestling history, because these guys genuinely are that damn competitive. I think Seth is concerned with CM Punk being there, but he has to be intrigued in the least at the very real money potential for the company and him. 100%. That's the best way to put it. 100%. Psycho Sid stabbed Arn Anderson and they still teamed up. Exactly. So at the end of the day, guys, Seth Rollins put on the performance of a lifetime. WWE crafted and created the moment of a lifetime. The fans in attendance and the fans in the WWE universe all across the world sharing, tweeting, talking, and you know, pushing this story forward. At the end of the day, we are definitely in for a treat, because we pretty much set this story up. We fell for it. And Seth Rollins did outstanding. So hit me up in the comment section. How do you feel about Seth Rollins versus CM Punk as a potential WrestleMania match? I personally want to see CM Punk win the Royal Rumble and go on to face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. That's my hot take. Hit me up. Let me know what you think down below. CM Punk is back, baby, and Seth Rollins is ready to cook. Oh yeah, we're putting Ace on timeout. So Ace, I know you're watching the stream. I put you on timeout for a reason. 1, no disrespect. 2, you're not deserved an apology. If you're coming in here for me to roast you and cook you, and you want that conversation to be had right here live, by all means, man, we could do it. But you're gonna get straight rocked. Guys, let me tell you who Ace is. Phenomenal Ace. Before he comes in here and starts saying all this bullshit. When is me, Marco, and all... Guys, I stream and create videos and talk about these things. I'm very careful with the things that I say. What up, Troyski? What's going on? I never said that CM Punk wasn't coming back. I said if CM Punk doesn't come back at Survivor Series, we'll see him at some point down the road, because there's money to make right here. If CM Punk really wants to continue his career and wrestle, there is no better place than WWE. And WWE, for the sake of making money, WWE, for the sake of business, will always want to work with every single person, especially Triple H. If they were able to work with Ultimate Warrior, if they were able to work with Bruno Sammartino, if they were able to work their differences with guys like Billy Gunn, Road Dogg, and every single person that has gone out and talked shit. If Sting, if AJ Styles, and all those guys managed to make their way to WWE, CM Punk is the least of their worries. And that was my hot take on it. The first night that we found out that CM Punk had gotten fired from AEW, do you know where I was? I was at WWE Payback entering the arena. Do you know what I did when I was in Pittsburgh? By the way, for those of you that don't know, I live in Miami. I'm from Florida, South Florida at that. I live far from Pittsburgh. I got on a plane. I was in a different state, in a different arena from the one that I'm used to going to watch a WWE pay-per-view with my friend. And guess what? Guess what? I went back to the hotel and did an entire stream talking about how CM Punk returning to WWE made sense. While that guy Ace, that just got put on timeout for being a bozo, he went into the Discord community, and I have it saved on my phone. We have the screenshot. He went and said, "Fuck CM Punk, we got Edge." The day that Adam Copeland appeared at Wrestle Dream for AEW, he said, "Fuck CM Punk, we got Edge." Edge is a big draw. Edge is going to make a ton of money, and he's going to take AEW to new heights. I said, bro, this is never just about one guy. This is not just about one person. The company is always bigger. The machine will always be bigger than just one person. But at the end of the day, saying that Edge is going to make a bigger impact than CM Punk, I put him in his place. I told him, no way. No way Edge is going to make a bigger impact than CM Punk right now. Not right now. And guess what I also said? Guess what I also said? I told them that CM Punk was definitely not going to TNA. He came in here, one of the streams. If you guys look it up. I don't know. Look back on it. I don't remember which stream right now. I got to look for it, but I don't really want to waste my time looking for it because I remember vividly. I was streaming playing WWE 2K, and guess what? The same Ace came in and said, breaking news confirmed, CM Punk is going to TNA. I laughed and I said, why is this breaking news? Where did you see this information? He put on Discord that CM Punk was doing commentary for MMA and that he did a little name drop for Impact Wrestling. Total nonstop action. I told him that wasn't happening. He said it was because his friend that's a producer signed on, Steel, A Steel or whatever his name is, that he went to TNA, so that meant CM Punk was going to TNA. And actually replied with a screenshot of the co-commentator with a WWE handkerchief or whatever that shit's called, the little napkin that had a WWE logo on it. So I've gone up against his. He also came in here one time. You vaguely remember exactly. And then he also came in here. Bro, guys, I got receipts and I remember them vividly because they've been common conversations that we've had here. And I feel like Ace never has logic in any of his conversations. He also came in here saying one time, breaking news, WWE will not sign CM Punk. Nick Khan, the president of WWE, has no interest in signing CM Punk. And guess what I did? Guess what I did? I went ahead and I read the interview and I heard the interview and I said, Ace, Nick Khan gave credit to CM Punk vaguely and generalized on the credit that he gave CM Punk because what else is he supposed to do? He was being a professional. He gave the corporate reply because he can't say anything else on the matter. There's legal issues and bigger things to discuss here, and there's hurdles that need to go that need to be addressed before a guy like CM Punk can return. But going out in an interview and saying something about CM Punk is not going to make much sense right now. And guess what? He's been wrong so many times. All I ever said is that even if CM Punk doesn't come back at Survivor Series, he will likely come back soon enough because he should end his career there. That was my take from beginning to end. I stand by it. I still stand by it. I don't walk back on it. I don't regret what I said. I mean what I said, and I'll never back down from what I say. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And if you're right, I will always give you your credit. But I can't give a guy like Ace his credit when he's begging for it because all he's done is crave attention and talk shit. He said, fuck CM Punk. That's all I will always remember him for. Fuck CM Punk, fuck CM Punk, fuck CM Punk. That's all he ever said. And quite frankly, that's bullshit. Because he is the ultimate WWE shit talker. And he gives all the credit in the world to AEW. He's full of it. So go ahead, Ace. Go ahead, Ace. Say what you want. What a bozo. I'm waiting. Now, I like Ace. For the record, let me just say this, guys. For the record, as much of a bozo as Ace is, as much of a bullshitter as Ace is, I love the guy. He is very passionate. He is very, very cool. I really always have a good time messing around with him. So what I said is not personal, even though it might have felt like it by the way that I'm sharing my passion right now, my replies right now. I truly love the kid. He is awesome. I have no issues with him whatsoever. But I just set up the conversation so you guys are fully well aware that he is the community bozo. That's all. But me and Ace, we have no beef. It's all love. It's all love. CM Punk is the GOAT. All right, so let's get into our next conversation. We talked about Seth Rollins, right? Hold on, I got another post here by Omar. Tonight, Randy Orton will be opening the show, and CM Punk will be closing it. Cool. I am going to be doing a watch party for Monday Night Raw. Who's tuning into the Monday Night Raw watch party? Let me see. We're going to be doing a Monday Night Raw watch party here on the channel. Oh yeah, Ryback is an idiot. Who's coming to the Monday Night Raw watch party? No way CM Punk has to open the show. It's too huge. It's on ESPN. Yeah, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. We're going to be doing a watch party for Monday Night Raw as soon as it starts at 8 o'clock. So don't worry about it. If anybody misses any moment in time of the stream, we are going to be doing a watch party tonight, and I will be uploading the segments from the stream in case you guys might have missed it. Punk and Rollins are going to brawl. I'm calling it right now. Here we go with the predictions. The hot takes that he feels are so hot. What a funny guy. Seth Rollins. Exposed. Is Lexx going after Roman Find on the next episode? Wait, what? Wake up. What is R-Truth gonna do tonight? How long is Raw for? 3 hours. Yeah, Ryback is a little bozo, bro. Ryback is a little bozo. I don't know what happened to Ryback. I think he got hit in the head a couple times. How about this? In the voice of Tony Khan, I'll put my money where my mouth is. I apologize. Yeah. Here we go. Boo-hoo. Yeah, all right. Ace. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Stop it, Ace. What are you apologizing for? Let me hear it. Three Hall of Famers return. Oh, yeah. I think Sasha could return at any point. How's Trout been? He's been lost in the sauce, per usual. But he's been all right. You miss Trout? Do we have an idea which show Punk is going to? Well, he's going to be on Monday Night Raw tonight. It's been confirmed. Sorry, guys. I know that I'm taking long to get into the next segment. I was just kind of taking a break. And I was setting up the next segment with Drew McIntyre. I'm pulling the picture right now. All right, so Drew McIntyre. That's the picture that I'm going to use there. All right, let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Y'all ready? Let's get into the next segment. We're getting into the next segment right here. Survivor Series. All right, we're back to Survivor Series. We're going to be talking about Drew McIntyre. Survivor Series had so many storylines to choose from. So many, too many at that. And right now we're going to be talking about Drew McIntyre and his encounter with the entire Cody Rhodes team. He got bamboozled from top to bottom. He had his moment here and there, sure, but he got destroyed alongside the Judgment Day. Randy Orton and him had a beautiful stare down, kind of reigniting their rivalry. I really, really loved it. But everyone's been talking about how Seth Rollins is pissed off at CM Punk, that CM Punk is back. And between all those storylines going on, the other big theme here is Drew McIntyre storming off the scene and people recording Drew McIntyre storming off. Guys, Drew McIntyre is not mad at WWE, and that is not why he walked out the way he walked out, holding his head and marching off the ramp. That cameraman that's standing over his left shoulder that you see right then and there in that very moment, that cameraman was telling Drew to leave like this with his right hand. He was going like this. If you find that scene on social media, which I won't post because of the copyrights, but if you find that scene where Drew is storming off like this, that same guy that you see there was actually giving him the green light for him to storm away. Drew McIntyre had no business staying in the ring. He is not part of Judgment Day. He was only there to get revenge on Jay, and they knew that there was something else that was about to happen, and they needed to have him gone from the moment, because otherwise, if you recover from a beatdown and the guy you're supposed to hate is still in the ring, which is Jey Uso, what would you do if this was real life? You would kick his ass, even if the match is over. Remember, Drew McIntyre said that he wouldn't rest till he got revenge on the bloodline. That's what Drew McIntyre said in his promo. That was the only reason why he was joining the Judgment Day. That's the only reason why he wanted to be a part of War Games. It was to get revenge for what Jey Uso did to him at Clash at the Castle. So when the match is over, what is Drew supposed to do? Stick around, see CM Punk, and be amazed that we have a new returning superstar? He's a bad guy. He's not supposed to be there. He wants to beat up Seth Rollins for his belt too. Remember, keep that in mind. So knowing this, they removed him from the scene to make it more realistic. They made it look like he was gone, like if he was pissed off, and he just storms away. But come on, guys. Be happy that CM Punk is back. Be happy that Randy Orton is back. Hell, be happy that R-Truth is back. And we can also enjoy that Drew McIntyre is being featured in a good storyline. We could appreciate that. We don't have to throw dirt because Drew McIntyre's contract is expiring and the rumors and this and that, and he's not happy and he's mad. Sammy's Helluva Kick was stiff. Come on, what are we supposed to... Exactly, he's supposed to sell it. He got splashed on. He got rained on. We don't know what he's thinking just yet. He stormed off. Who cares? Now, I will say this. They had a live event on Sunday, and he cut a promo. And he actually addressed the video. And he addressed the fans. He was telling the fans that he still wants to go after the world title. He was telling fans that he was disappointed in losing and he was mad about the Judgment Day. He wasn't upset, bro. He's not legit mad. He's not quitting WWE. Now, if his contract expires and Tony Khan gives him a big offer to go to AEW and he gets more money and more screen time and a bigger role, then that could happen. It could very well happen. But WWE has done right by Drew McIntyre, and I think that they'll continue to do right by Drew McIntyre, and eventually we'll see Drew McIntyre back in the spotlight. I always question things like that. Seeing you point it out is a breath of fresh air. Thank you, Woke. That's all I'm here to do, man. I spent so many hours over analyzing the ending of the show. I spent so many hours reading into what's going on. I try to get well informed, so when I come on and stream and I make a video like this talking about Drew McIntyre storming off and his encounter with Randy Orton at Survivor Series, I want to be knowledgeable, man. I don't want to just talk shit. I don't want to fuel the fire with no logic. At least my logic and my point of view is what I'm always going to try to give you. I'm going to give you 100%. So in this case, I don't think Drew McIntyre is actually pissed off. I don't think Drew McIntyre is mad at WWE. I think that Drew McIntyre left because it's part of a story that they are trying to tell ultimately. All right? So that's my view on it. Hit me up in the comment section. Do you really, truly believe Drew McIntyre wants out of WWE? Do you really believe he is mad that he saw CM Punk return? Because that's the story that people were trying to push here. People were like, oh, Drew McIntyre stormed off. He was mad that CM Punk came back. Wrong. Drew could have hugged Punk for all we know. Exactly. Raw will be awesome. Yes. Lex, it's the podcasters that keep saying it was real and that no one wants Punk in WWE. Dumb. If Drew is mad about Punk, it's only because he could be mad because he knows that lessens his chances of being a world champion now with Punk in the picture. But if Drew is patient, his time will come. Exactly. That's one thing that you could say about WWE overall. If you keep chopping and chipping away at the wood, your time will come at some... There's a moment in time for everyone. Sometimes it doesn't always work out. You got to go somewhere else and build yourself back up. And, that's what Cody Rhodes did. Drew McIntyre already did that. So I think it's going to happen eventually. I think it's going to happen.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind.
Drew was mad because he read a Ace post. The only thing with Drew Lexx is that his contract ends around the springtime next year. Other than that, people are overlooking it. I think people are just looking too deep into it. I doubt he's pissed that Punk's back. We're going to have 3 people in 2K24, Cody, CM Punk, and Jay Cargill, that are still in Fight Forever. Yep. With Drew being a heel, I can see him being world champion, but not at Mania now. Maybe SummerSlam. Yep, I agree. It's because he heard you were coming back. Wake up, fool. Yeah, I don't think he's mad for real. I think he's playing into his character, and I love that we all think that he's probably pissed off, and that means that he's doing a good job acting-wise, but I don't think that he's really legit, man.
They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't playing no games, I just do that's fact, and I don't feel no shame. It's a mood you lack. I go crazy. Nah, bitch, I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath. I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats.
Yeah, I don't think he's pissed off for real. Lex, you spoiled the CM Punk return when you hit behind the head. Wait, what? What do you mean, fool? Drew and Punk feud sounds great. Yeah, I think Drew and Punk sounds great. I'm tired of the Mark podcasters and journalists outing Punk, making it more than what it is. When you hit CM Punk behind the head. Have you seen the comments too? A lot of bozos saying Punk better be on his best behavior. I just don't see how WWE, bro, they took a risk on Punk. If it doesn't work out, they'll just fire him and move on. It's not the end of the world. They're trying to create business. They're trying to create business. They're trying to create a show, must-see TV. I don't see how, they signed CM Punk and we're all supposed to expect that it's going to go downhill and that it's all going to be garbage. Come on, guys, get real. Get real with it. So we talked about Lex and Insider. He spoiled it with his My Rise content. I did spoil it with my Rise content. I did the CM Punk stuff, remember? I beat My Rise with CM Punk. Punk can't be canceled. He's too big. Exactly. And canceled for what? What did he really do that was all that wrong? Stand up for himself? Come on. Get real, bro. Guys, again, we're on our way to 15,000 subscribers. We're actually 3 subscribers away from 11,120. So if we could get some subscribers up in here, that'll be amazing. Thank you guys for tuning in and sticking around. We're going to be doing a new watch party tonight for Monday Night Raw. Just so y'all know. I swear, if Perry's a devil, I think he will. You subbed? Awesome, Cactus. Welcome to the channel. Ryback, bro. Did you guys see what Ryback said? I'm going to retire if CM Punk returns. And he's like, oh, no. I actually meant... what was it that he said? That he actually meant AEW. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Ryback, you know, and I used to like Ryback, but I don't know what happened to Ryback. Ryback kind of like, he kind of became just a big old bozo, slowly but surely. Thousands miles the video. Hold on, I'm trying to put it there. I'm trying to put the subscriber count. There we go. Sub count. Thank you guys, all the new viewers, all the new followers. Just so you guys know, man, what we do on the channel for any other lurkers here that are thinking about subscribing, we do WWE 2K gameplay streams. I have all these on the 360. We do some of the older games. We do some of the newer games. I play AEW Fight Forever. King Carter, shout out to him again. He bought me Wrestling Empire on the Nintendo Switch, which I'll be streaming as well. So we have lots of gaming coming up for the streams. We have lots of podcast style streams. We have watch parties and reviews and all sorts of wrestling conversations taking place all the time. So just wanted to put that out there in case you guys want to call the Lexoverse your new wrestling home. Now let's switch gears from the CM Punk stuff. It's time to take down this little collage that I have here. Let me take all this down real quick, and we're gonna focus on Randy Orton now a little bit, since we talked about some of the other topics already that I wanted to cover. Been a phenomenal stream, man. Love it. All right, so we got the chat box here. I'm gonna bring Randy Orton's picture now. Who do you think Randy's feuding with? That's a great question. Great question. The Apex Predator. The man, the myth, the legend, after being out for 18 months. Guys, that is no joke. He had a serious back injury. But Randy Orton made his return over at Survivor Series War Games, joining Team Cody Rhodes. They teased it. They sure teased it. They almost got me. I thought CM Punk would be the one to replace him, or I really didn't know what to think at that point in time. But Randy Orton... It almost looked like we weren't going to ever see him again, because he was having serious issues with getting healthy from what we read online. And he took his time to come back because he is a lot older. And it looks like time was well spent, because he is ready. He is ready to go. He looked stellar at Survivor Series. From the vintage DDTs, the RKO, the taunts, and the side scoop slam. I loved every moment he had. And Triple H said it best. For Randy Orton, being the legend that he is, being gone as long as he was, having the opportunity to come back at at Survivor Series War Games in a multi-man match where he is not just in the ring by himself. You know, I thought that presented a really good moment for him to just kind of gather himself and figure out the vibes of being back in WWE. So Randy Orton could literally go up against Jey Uso. Who knows? He could go up against Drew McIntyre. He could have a little thing with Dominic and the Judgment Day. I think that would be cool if he goes up against the Judgment Day. Ultimately, whatever Randy does, it's going to be well worth watching, in my opinion. I missed him so much. He was a staple in WWE programming that we've been missing for a while, and we got him back. He said not yesterday, but at Survivor Series, he looked at the crowd and kind of signaled like 10 more years. And it's fantastic to see that a guy like Randy, who's done it all, seen it all, and has experienced it all, that he wants to be around this long. My goodness, Randy Orton is a special, special kind of talent in this business. And on top of that, he actually spent over 20 minutes, from what I read in the reports. He spent over 20 minutes going around ringside, taking pictures with fans, signing autographs, shaking hands, and beautiful WWE return moment. Honestly, a lot of people online are talking about CM Punk, obviously, but they are also mentioning how humble, how great it was to have the Apex Predator back. WWE is truly spoiling us with these larger-than-life characters, making these monumental moments mean that much more. We need to cherish Randy Orton as long as we can. We don't know how much longer he will ultimately be in the ring. He does want to do more than what he's done so far, for sure, but at the end of the day, it's whatever his body gives him at this point, because if his body's giving out on him, then he's just going to have to stop, right? But for right now, let's keep it positive. Let's enjoy this run that he's going to go on. And wow, welcome back, the Viper, Randy Orton. I hear voices in my head. All right, no, I know. Sorry, I just wanted to be a bozo. Sorry. But let me know how you feel about Randy Orton returning at Survivor Series. Did you enjoy it? Did you like it? And I absolutely loved his encounter with CM Punk. He did the clobbering time. CM Punk did the little voices, taunt, and they waved at each other. Such a wholesome moment. Such a great night of wrestling. I hear voices in my head. They come to me. They talk to me. Randy. 'R-Truth. Let's talk about R-Truth. People over there, what's up? If you feel me, stand up and say what's up. R-Truth made his return in that Ruffles commercial. Well, it wasn't really a commercial. It was like a backstage segment. All right, so we got that out. Randy. 2K24, you sounded just like him. R-Truth is a former 24/7 champion. Oh yeah, he's won it a lot of times. Yeah, R-Truth, everything he does is entertaining. Let R-Truth get the NXT title and have good matches. Bro, R-Truth is... Remember, when he got hurt, he was actually down in NXT. Yeah, Randy got huge. I don't know. He just got real swelled up. They come to me. All right, so let me see. We got this covered over here. So we talked about Drew. We talked about Randy. We talked about Seth Rollins. We talked about CM Punk. We did the WWE Survivor Series review. What a phenomenal day. What a phenomenal stream. And we still have Monday Night Raw coming up. It's just something I can't legally talk about. I actually wouldn't mind Randy and LA Knight having a feud over who gets to take on the tribal chief. Ooh. You imagine though? Two faces? That'll be tough. That'll be tough for LA Knight. Guys, I am gonna stream I'm gonna schedule the stream for 8 o'clock tonight, just so you guys know, okay? The stream is going to get scheduled for 8 o'clock. So we could watch Monday Night Raw. Orton versus Cody is what I want to see. I think that's going to happen down the line. It has to happen, right? Cody being as big as he is right now. I mean, something shocking has to happen tonight to set up the road to the Royal Rumble. Because we're going to be all of December without a pay-per-view. And we're going to be, you know, most of January without a pay-per-view. Well, no, we're getting the Deadline NXT show. Yeah, I don't know. Guys, we're 4 likes away from freaking 40. Oh my goodness. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for smashing the likes. You guys are awesome. Yeah, the legacy background will be cool. I mean, what is Judgment Day going to do going forward? They got to put those tag teams on the line, the tag team titles on the line. And is Jey Uso going to go for the Intercontinental title finally? Or are they going to save that for WrestleMania? Is Jimmy Uso and Jey Uso going to feud? Like, what's the deal there? What's the story? That's what I'm wondering. Just order pizza and a sub for later? Dog. Why you gotta do that to me, Carter? Come on, why are you making me feel bad? Why are you making me feel bad, bro? You don't have to rub it in my face like that. Carter really rubbing it in my face right now. Damn. He said just order pizza. What kind of pizza? What kind of pizza? Priest versus Orton, since Orton cost him the cash in. Ooh. Yeah, Punk is closing the show. Punk is closing the show from what I read. What did you miss? Oh, we went over all the bullet points, man. Wake up, MGM. What happened? So happy Miz lost. He really is like filler, a side attraction. He is a side attraction. You're not lying. Poor Miz. Did you guys see the news about Jade Cargill not being ready? Look into my eyes, what do you say? Supposedly Jade Cargill isn't ready and she's still training. Triple H says that they're trying. Nah, but Triple H gave a good reply when they asked. Like, he didn't put her out on blast or anything. He just says that he wanted her to be ready for whatever gets thrown at her. And build her up and all that stuff. So it's not like he... It's not like he threw her under the bus or... At least I didn't read into it like that. He definitely made it seem like she ain't ready though. Miz is the next Dolph Ziggler when you think about it, different but same. Kind of. She was never ready in AEW. Oh no, she wasn't. That's not even an opinion. That's a fact. Whenever she says she's ready, yeah. Jade was never ready because Tony Khan booked her in 3-minute matches. True. That is true. You are right about that. Lex, what do you think about R-Truth joining the Judgment Day? Oh yeah, you're on bozo mode. Yeah, you're definitely on bozo mode. Is a called a personality? I think that Judgment Day is probably going to interrupt Randy Orton to open up the show. What do you guys think? Who's interrupting Randy Orton? Because you know he's going to get interrupted. Am I going to the Rumble this year? I don't know. Are you going to the Rumble this year? Judgment Day? Judgment Day, yeah. I think Judgment Day is... I think Judgment Day is going to interrupt him. Jay? Nice. Jay, why would Jay interrupt Randy though? Randy, everyone's talking about you and CM Punk. Boo. Boo. That's what everybody's gonna be doing. All right, Chad and Lex. I'll see you at the Raw stream. I'm tuning in to see what Punk got to say. Tell me when I'm telling lies. Deuces, oozes. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. He always does the same thing. What a bozo. Peace out, Ace. Ace to sell out. He's a maniac on the run. You plan on going to WrestleMania again down the line? I mean, if I'm ever near or I have the chance to, of course. I've gone to 2 WrestleManias. I've gone to 1 Survivor Series, 1 Hell in a Cell, 1 Payback. Gone to a bunch of Monday Night Raws. I've gone to a bunch of gone to 3 house shows. Gone to Dynamite twice. AEW Dynamite twice. Rampage was one of them. I saw Ring of Honor that last time I went. So yeah, I mean, I try to go to wrestling shows as often as I can, whenever I can. CM Punk will bring in more money to WWE. I mean, yeah, he's going to add a lot more to it. Yep, first hour of Monday Night Raw. So let's preview Monday Night Raw. That's what we haven't done this stream. Let's preview Monday Night Raw and then end the stream. So let's go to that. Let's see. We're gonna go to WWE's Twitter. Let's preview Monday Night Raw, shall we? So I'm gonna put media, and this is we're gonna look at what WWE has posted for Monday Night Raw tonight. The WWE Women's Tag Titles are on the line when Nat by Nature and Tegan Nox take on the champions, Piper Niven and Chelsea Green. Boring. Let's drop a like. Bronson is fighting Ivar. Okay, that's going to be a big battle. That should be a good match right here. Bronson Reed versus Ivar. Or Ivar. The Apex Predator is back, makes his return tonight on Monday Night Raw. So we got Randy there. And then this is going to be a good match. 6 teams will battle it out in a tag team turmoil match to determine the #1 contender for the Undisputed Tag Titles. Who do you guys think is winning from here? That should be a good match. Look at them using this old picture of CM Punk. CM Punk is on. Bro, I never thought I'd see CM Punk back. It just looks so crazy to me still. This is when Adam Pearce announced that they're doing a 1-hour commercial free. Randy is back. Randy is back looking jacked. Remembering the Hall of Famer British Bulldog. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's the Raw preview for tonight. WWE is ecstatic to have CM Punk back. I know I am. I am definitely looking forward to seeing what the hell he has to say and how Seth Rollins reacts. You know Seth Rollins is going to be there too. Great stream. Omos going with the creeds. All right, go Randy. Go Randy. Go. Is CM Punk a free agent? That's what they're saying he's probably going to be. Elimination Chamber. Pay-per-view coming to Australia, Perth, at all. Are you gonna go see it, Tracy? Are you gonna go live? Your storyline would be, why would WWE just leave the interaction on Saturday? Randy was about to RKO Jay. Randy hasn't forgotten. Yep. Randy and Drew. Randy and Drew. Guys, I will see y'all later for Monday Night Raw. I'm going to take a little short break and we'll be back with more. You know what time it is? Houses, Balls, DeVille. Awesome stream. Let's go.
Break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win at life. I never miss, that's fact. Taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat. Put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag. Cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel. I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real. But how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these shit I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said.